friends and make a wish within 5 minutes.
Ooh, is that Mr. Holland?
Yes, ma'am. Please don't touch.
That was The Chosen One by Razer. Folks, you are listening to Cranked Up Live, heard on all the great stations across the United States and the world. And you know, we've been telling you that we had a special guest, and we do right now. Our good friend, Mr. Chris Catero, on the line from Razer. How you doing, sir?
Good, Chris. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. You know, it's been too long since you've been on the show with us.
It's been a minute, hasn't it?
You know, I think the last time, seriously, and this is a true story, the last time you were actually on the show with us, the interview won like Interview of the Year with the New Mexico Broadcasters Association. So you stuck it.
Wow. Wow. Was it a slow news year that year?
Well, they didn't go on to say.
I think that has a lot more to do with you than it does me, my friend.
They didn't say.
You deserve all the credit winning that kind of stuff.
Oh, man. Well, they didn't say that we were like the only interview that was submitted, but that's beside the point. We still got a nice award out of it. So congratulations. Thanks, Chris.
Well, thanks, man. Oh, congrats to you, dude. Your show's just been totally kicking ass. I'm so proud of you, man. I just can't say enough about that. I'm really happy for you, dude.
Oh, I appreciate it. Well, you know what I'm happy for you about is the new self-titled album Razer that's out, man. This is badass.
Oh, thanks, man. yeah, we put a little, we took our time and put a little effort into this one, and it's a little bit different than what we were doing before, a little more on the hard rock side than the heavy metal side, but it turned out really good, I think.
Well, one of the things that I love about Razer is you're so diverse, and you aren't afraid to step out of the norm. Like a lot of the other bands, I mean, you and I have talked about this just personally, but a lot of the other bands are kind of the cookie cutter thing, and they're doing the same thing, and everybody's sounding the same, and that's not the case with what you're doing.
No, not at all, man. We just kind of decided on this record that we wanted to do something that was going to be true to and near and dear to our hearts a little bit. And we kind of got caught up for a moment in certain times of running with the stream of what was going on in rock. And the truth of the matter is we've got a lot of really, like at the talent level in the band on the individual level is kind of crazy, because we have just singer who's an amazing singer, guitar players who are like worthy of old school 80s guitar god status kind of stuff. I mean,
exactly.
We have this kind of talent level, and I just kind of, for me, on a personal level, I was tired of doing kind of the cookie cutter thing, so to speak. Not that I ever thought we were that, but we were certainly kind of adhering to the formula, and honestly, dude, we just threw the formula out, and we just kind of went back and wrote like 70s, 80s hard rock stuff that I liked, and we just kind of went with it. And I think that the album turned out to be very cool. It's different sounding than everything that is out there right now, and I think it's going to help it stand out a little bit.
Well, now one of the really cool things is you were working with Alan Niven, right? And he was on in GNR's heyday and Great White's heyday. He was their manager, isn't that right?
That is correct. Alan and I hooked up back. I used to do artist relations for a guitar amp company named Crank, which a lot of people might have heard of because of Dimebag's affiliation with that amp company. But I met him when I was there, and Alan and I became kind of buddies over time, and he got interested in what we were doing. And Alan is, for those of you guys who don't know Alan, you do know Alan. You just don't know it.
Right.
Alan produced and co-wrote all of the Great White catalog, and he's really responsible for making Guns N' Roses as big as they were. There's many times along the path where Guns N' Roses, nobody wanted to manage them, nobody wanted to do anything with them, and Alan took them on and kept that boat afloat, man. I mean, if you could hear all the stories and how many times Guns N' Roses almost got shelved or whatever was going on, and you would have never heard this, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame band. It's crazy, man.
Well, you know what? You and Alan produced the new Razer record. So that in itself says a lot.
Yeah. I mean, it was so fun doing this record with him. Him and I think a lot alike on a production level, and just kind of as people in general. And he was totally the right cat to come in and start working with us at the right juncture of our careers, because we wanted to do some different things. And Alan's always been known as a maverick. So when we started working with him on this record, we kind of threw out all the formulas of how you do a record, right down to the album was done kind of in a Led Zeppelin kind of fashion, where we recorded songs when they came to us. We weren't really going to worry about trying to make all the songs production-wise sound alike. If anything, we thought in today's, kind of in today's world where everybody likes to pick and choose downloads and things, that if we made all the songs actually sound a little different, they would stick out a little bit more. I thought that, it's kind of going old school coming into the new school, and that's kind of what this whole album was all about, to be honest with you.
I tell you what, and it's got some fabulous songs, and I want to go to one right now. And can you hang out with us for a while, Chris?
You betcha, man. I'm gonna be here.
Folks, this is brand new Razer. It's called The Things You Do. You're listening to Cranked Up Live. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
It's been a long time since I spoke your name. You're of a bad, bad sign. In a pit of flame I left you stayed. On my own, you've gone away. The night falls in mean waves. Keep me from the light of day. You know we'll never come. It's the things you do for love. For love. It's the things you do for love. So my love, my sentimentality, I can still feel down deep in my soul all the way. I sing, you say, so where's my way? I can't forgive. Are you when you're away? So undone. The things you do for love. For love, 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 love. It's the things you do for love. It's been a long time since I heard your name. You're of a bad, bad side, and I never. I don't wanna go yes, the things you do for love. For love. Yes, the things you do for
Chris Catero from Razer. So this next track you guys are going to listen to is the first song off of our new album. It's called Blood for Blood. It's one of the first songs we actually wrote on the record. And it's just got this really, really heavy riff that we kind of came up with. And it's one of the very first songs we worked with Alan Niven when he first decided that he was going to step in and start working with Razer, he came and he kind of did a little dip your toes in the proverbial pool kind of session with us, and wanted to hear what Chris Powers, our singer's voice, was going to be like in the studio. And this was the song we first worked on. All I remember is he did his very first take of Blood for Blood, and Alan's eyes got big, and he looked over at me, and all he did was just shake his head yes. So I figured that must be a good thing coming from him. Anyway, this here is Blood for Blood. You guys check it out.
Come to take you home. Yeah, and this time I'm dying. You're gonna reap, you're gonna sow. The blade will cut, the pain will flow. The blood is always last to show. Time won't save your soul, and there's nothing left for you to do.
everybody, it's Chris Catero again from Razer. So the next tune you guys are going to check out is called It's A Mutha, which is short for something that I can't say on the radio. But really the genesis of this song is, it was the very last song written for the album. We decided we wanted to have one more kind of really, up in your face kind of tune. And again, it's Alan Niven, kind of coming from his old Guns N' Roses background of flipping the bird to the world kind of attitude. thought, hey, I think that the content on this lyrically should be about what's everything that's kind of wrong with the world, and how a lot of people just kind of are in your face about being PC or being this or being that. And honestly, everybody's selling, and who's really buying? So when it comes down to it, it's like this whole thing, it's a mother F. And you know what I'm saying when I say that. So, and I kind of looked at him, I go, we're going to go there, are we? And he says, let's do it. So Alan, who happens to also be, like, for those of you who don't know, he co-wrote pretty much most all of the Great White catalog from their heyday, and is a great wordsmith, and it was a lot of fun. We co-wrote lyrics with somebody outside of the band for the very first time, and I think it came off great. So, this is going to be It's a Mutha. It's on the second track of our record, which, by the way, you can buy iTunes, Amazon, or you know what? You can just go straight to the source and go to razorband.com. I'm sure all this information is going to be up on the Cranked Up website and Facebook and whatnot. Anyway, here you guys go. Dig it. It's a Mutha.
Come home.
Stinky Canyon.
Stinky Canyon Used Cars. Hey, get your ass down to Stinky Canyon Used Cars for the best deals on used wheels. Check out this great deal.